how do I find the salmon spirit? How do I help the salmon spirit? Well, I don't know. I'm still learning. But one thing I did do is connect to the water, to the Columbia River. I introduced myself. Alfred Joseph was an elder who explained that the relationship we build with the water is like the one we do with people. You have to introduce yourself. Purposeful intent to recognize that this is another living, breathing being or spirit, just like my own. And in doing that, I started connecting with the Columbia River, and I found myself caring more and more about the river. I've participated in water ceremony, and that's just building that connection. I heard songs sung from different territories about the water and building that connection with the water. This has helped me because I think before I can have that relationship with salmon, because salmon haven't been here for such a long time, that I need to have that relationship with water and that relationship with the environment that the water goes through. All things, not just the water, the plants, the animals, the eagle flying high over the water, taking the fish out of the water, the bear taking the salmon. When I say taking, I mean the salmon giving itself to the bear to nourish the bear. And I think I'm beginning to understand that it starts with the water. And if we can gain that connection and relationship with water, we'll care about the water more. And we'll be able to build those environments where salmon will be able to flourish.
Our waterfalls, we consider them so sacred that we actually have songs, the waterfall song. Yeah. Anyways, so this is what Father Desmet saw. He goes inside the big longhouse teepee, 80 men sitting in front of a red osier vessel. And then when the chief, the salmon chief there, he gives his speech. And then it says, okay, now. And so they would take a red hot rock, a rock about this big, that looked probably just like this. It'd be red hot from the fire. And they'd have these flat, I think they were flat wood sticks, that they'd pick it up and drop it into the kettle. And you know what happens when you drop a red hot rock into a bucket of water? It's gonna start steaming and boiling really fast. And so there's one fish in each kettle, and the man has to wait a few minutes for it to get cooked, and then he takes the fish out, and then he consumes the fish, but being very careful to not break a single bone, because if you broke a bone or lost some of it or dropped it, that could be a bad omen. And so that's why there's ceremony involved. And so we had to take care of it that way.
I read in an academic dissertation, one that had Alfred Joseph again. And I don't know the exact quote, but it goes something like this. The songs and knowledge are not lost. They're dancing in the trees. You can hear them. If you spend time in the outdoors, you'll hear them rustling through the trees. And those songs and stories are still there. You just have to spend time there. Build that relationship again. And I think that's what I need to do. What are some of the methods that I can use to promote that for the Ktunaxa people? Because they are salmon people. And they're people that I care for to be the best that it possibly can be. And I recognize that it's all of our jobs, not just Ktunaxa, not just indigenous, but all people. It is our responsibility to make these wrongs right.
What I know are our wintertime celebration. We have a lot of songs, people that know a lot of them, and those are the ones. Those are my teachers. I want to learn those songs. because that's what's going to separate us. That's what's going to set us apart from any other nation that comes here. And saying that, seeing young people that, you know, because back in the 30s and 40s when they were putting the dams in, and towards the end of it, you didn't want your kids around. You know, I mean, we were going through cultural things ourselves, and so that was, you know, and so it's really interesting. You know, it's like I'm so proud of you for having him here. Is it bringing the salmon home, or is it having the salmon bring us home as a people?